Our first piece of evidence comes from a hospital worker in Brazil, uploaded to TikTok by user Denis Diogenes. Hospitals are notorious for lingering energy, and this specific bathroom has become a point of dread for the staff on duty. The worker claims that even when the room is completely empty, the door exhibits a mind of its own, reacting as if an invisible occupant is trying to keep the world out.
Coisa que acontece no meu plantão.
Você vai tirar foto minha aqui, viu?
Não, tem. Oi. Olha aí, olha aí. Não, sabe, deixa eu ver se tem alguém aqui dentro. Tá vendo? Não tem ninguém aqui dentro. Rapaz, minha mesa aqui. Coisas que acontecem no meu plantão, parte 2.
Tem ninguém aqui dentro, ninguém. Vou fechar aqui, deixar escoradinho aqui, ó. Ó. Tenha calma, você fecha já. Ó. Ó, sozinho. Ó, não tem ninguém aqui, ó. Mas... é incrível. Aí, ó. Maçaneta mexendo. Fecha aí, olha. Fecha a porta, vai. Fecha. Fecha. Tá vendo? Tem ninguém perto da porta, ninguém. Ó. Ó a maçaneta. Olha.
Some viewers believe this is a clear case of a poltergeist because the door handle visibly depresses and the door slams with significant force. Others argue that high-pressure HVAC systems in hospitals can create a vacuum effect, causing doors to swing and handles to click. Skeptics also point out that the cameraman's proximity to the door might allow for a hidden foot or a thin wire to manipulate the handle. Is it a restless soul or just physics at play? Tell me your thoughts below.
Olha.
Next, we visit a dog training facility where the owner captured a sequence that defies logic. The environment is designed for calm and discipline, but the building itself seems to have a different agenda. The uploader, Grifter Reaper, was simply walking through the facility when a heavy interior door began to follow him, closing with a mechanical precision that suggests a deliberate hand was behind the movement.
I don't know if you can see it on the camera. I'm just walking this way to go in there. And when I get to right about here, that door just closes on me. Just barely misses me. All the way closed. Rude. Hey! No. Why is it going so slow now? It's still closing. I asked you not to. I said that would hurt me. Doesn't count just because you're doing it slow. That's still closing it. You could hurt a dog. Okay. Thank you for leaving it open a little bit.
Some viewers believe a spiritual entity is present because the door moves at varying speeds and stops exactly when asked. Others argue that an uneven floor or a faulty self-closing hinge could be the culprit behind the slow drift. Skeptics also point out that the camera never shows the floor behind the door, where a simple fishing line could be used to pull it shut. Regardless of the cause, the way it lingers half open is genuinely haunting. What do you make of the timing? Let's discuss in the comments.
Rude. Hey! No.
Moving to Malaysia, CCTV footage from a hospital in Langkawi, Perak, reveals a scene that looks like something out of a horror film. In the dead of night, the maternity ward, usually a place of life, becomes a playground for something else. Security guards watching the monitors were stunned to see heavy hospital equipment moving through the corridors without a single person in sight, as if being navigated by an invisible porter.
Oh. 哇操，好吓人！
走了走了，
又来了，
又回来了。 这会子事儿呢？
这呢？这不
啊，哎，
Some viewers believe this is a genuine manifestation because of the semi-transparent white figure seen crouching and rising beside the stretcher. The way it seems to phase in and out of density while mimicking human movement is deeply unsettling. Others argue it could be a digital artifact or a ghost image caused by a previous frame's lag on an older security monitor. Skeptics also point out that high reflectivity surfaces, like the metallic parts of a gurney, can create flares that look like movement when compressed by low bitrate CCTV. Does this represent a lingering presence? Or just a technical glitch? Drop your theories below. Our next piece of evidence was posted to Reddit and takes place in an empty office building after hours. The janitor filming the footage had been hearing strange noises coming from the restroom area for weeks. Finally, he decided to pull out his phone and document the occurrence. What he captured wasn't just a noise, but a series of physical manifestations that suggest he wasn't as alone as he thought during his night shift.
Spooky if it don't. Yo, it did it again. Probably turn on my flashlight. Wish I knew which one was doing it. Yo.
Some viewers believe this is an intelligent haunting because the toilet flushes and the trash can lid moves exactly as the filmer enters. Others argue that motion-activated sensors can be triggered by insects or simple malfunctions. Skeptics also point out the camera cuts and the ease with which someone could be hiding in a stall to trigger the flushing. It's a classic case of things that go bump in the night. What's your take on this janitor's nightmare? Drop a comment below and let us know. Our investigation continues in the silent hallways of a preschool after hours. The uploader, a teacher at the facility, decided to document the heavy atmosphere she felt while closing up for the night. Schools are often hotspots for residual energy, but what she captures in the back of a darkened classroom transcends simple bad vibes. The building should be entirely empty, yet the camera records a presence that shouldn't exist. The moment is subtle but undeniably jarring. As the camera pans across the room, a small doll perched on a wooden chair seems to shift its weight entirely on its own. Some viewers believe this is a classic case of a haunted object, noting how the doll moves with a deliberate tilt that defies a simple breeze. Others argue that the building's ventilation system could have kicked on, or that the floorboards shifting under the filmer's weight caused the chair to lean. Skeptics also point out that the low-resolution video makes it difficult to see if a thin line was used to pull the figure. Despite these theories, the way it happens in such a desolate setting remains deeply unsettling. What do you make of this daycare inhabitant? Leave a comment with your theories below and tell us if you've seen something similar. At exactly midnight, a Ring doorbell camera captured a departure that became a haunting mystery. A young woman is seen leaving a friend's house, completely unaware of the perimeter she is walking into. The driveway is illuminated by the porch light, providing a clear view of the surrounding trees. However, as she moves toward her vehicle, the security system triggers on something that moves with a speed and fluidity that defies human mechanics.
So this is a video of my daughter's friend, and she's leaving. It was about midnight, and she's going. We checked the Ring camera because we were like, what the heck? It's midnight. And then we seen this, which is coming from the right side of the screen. And we were like, what the is that? So then you can see her. She's getting in her car. She did not see anything. What the
As the girl reaches her car, a pale, translucent figure streaks across the frame at an incredible velocity. Some viewers believe this is a manifestation of a residual energy, noting how the object seems to possess its own luminescence. Others argue it could be a specialized drone or a nocturnal bird. However, skeptics point out that the way the object appears to pass behind the structural pillar on the left suggests a physical presence within the environment rather than a lens artifact. Yet, the sheer speed and lack of identifiable features leave the true nature of this entity up for debate. What do you make of this midnight flyby? Drop your theories in the comments below. The activity tonight is off the charts. From the slamming hospital doors in Brazil to the mysterious doll moving by herself, the evidence is mounting. If you're finding these accounts as gripping as I do, make sure to subscribe to Pale Playback and join our community of investigators as we peel back the curtain on the unexplained. We release new evidence every single week. Now steel yourselves, because we still have more evidence to uncover, and the next piece is a descent into a family legacy that isn't as innocent as it seems. Our investigation continues with a mother who noticed her daughter having detailed conversations with thin air. Children are often said to be more receptive to the spiritual world, but the specifics here are what make it truly chilling. The family recently moved back into the mother's childhood home, a place where she once had her own imaginary friend named Harold. Now her daughter seems to be picking up exactly where she left off, acknowledging a presence that follows her from room to room.
Hi, my dad's name is Franz. My dad's friend is okay. Yeah. What was her name? What was her name? Her and Ella too. What was her name? Ella too? Why are you waiting for Ella? Her have flashing and her have light here. Why?
What are you saying? Nothing?
Go away. I made a bed and that's okay. I need to get later. Yeah. Why we did this? Stay home. I hang out.
Some viewers believe the spirit of Harold is physically manifesting because of the violent banging sounds and the dog's visible distress in the second half of the clip. Others argue the child is simply over-imaginative and the noises are structural settling within an old house. Skeptics also point out that the camera is stationary, meaning we cannot see who else might be in the adjacent rooms making those sounds. However, the way the dog stares into the empty space suggests a presence that isn't just a bump in the night. Is this a family legacy or a dangerous invitation? I want to hear your thoughts.
Hi, my dad's name is Franz. My dad's friend is...
This next investigation takes us into a residence plagued by an object that seems to act as a conduit. The uploader is documenting an antique mask that he believes is the source of the poltergeist activity in his home. He attempts to show that he is alone, but the house responds to his presence with increasing aggression. As he moves from the living area toward the stairs, the physical environment begins to react in ways that logic simply cannot explain.
The moon. It's a big chin. Yeah, you can see inside. It's all, you can see where it's been like carved out with a tool. Just about to see the markings there from the chisel. And it has a really weird smell to it. Kind of like a burnt kind of wood, musty wood smell. But I've no idea how old it is. Not a clue. I'm not going to say super old, but you know, I think it's got a bit of age to it. Could be wrong. If anyone's got any opinions on this after they've seen it up close, what kind of mask it is, how old it might be, no expert, but what the f***, you know. Well, that's not freaky, is it? Jesus Christ. Sake. I'm tripping over stuff now. Hello? Hello? F***ing hell. Everyone's been saying, why have you got the lights off all the time? The landing light does not work, right? There's no bulb in this light. Because usually I ain't shit scared of going upstairs. But I'm doing this because I just want to try and prove to you all there's nobody in this house but me and whatever the fuck this is fucking with me. Oh! Oh my god! Oh, you fucking hell. There was a figure in the window. There was a silhouette in the window. There was a silhouette in the window. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why are you doing this? Huh? Hello? I did not leave that light on.
Some viewers believe the mask is possessed because of the synchronized movement of the curtains and the silhouette appearing in the upper window. Others argue the uploader is using fishing line or hidden assistance to trigger the doors and the lamps. Skeptics also point out that the man's heavy breathing and frantic camera work could be a calculated performance to heighten the tension. However, the sheer volume of activity, from the light fixtures to the drawers opening, suggests a massive amount of energy is being displaced. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this footage. In a seemingly harmless prank video uploaded by the Rodriguez twins, a simple game of hot sauce or truth takes a turn for the bizarre. The footage was captured in a typical bedroom setting where a young woman is lounging on her bed, unaware that she isn't as alone as she thinks. The atmosphere is casual, but the stillness of the room hides a sudden, inexplicable movement.
All right, Paola, hot sauce or say something embarrassing. Paola, the bear just moved.
What?
The focus here is entirely on the large stuffed bear sitting on the bed. Some viewers believe this is a genuine paranormal event because the bear doesn't just slide. It appears to tip forward with a deliberate force while the girl is distracted by her phone. Others argue that this is a classic staged prank, suggesting a hidden string was used to pull the toy over from off-camera. Skeptics also point out that the abrupt camera movement and the reaction of the person filming seem a bit too perfectly timed for a viral jump scare. Whether it was a restless spirit or a clever setup, the way that plush figure hits the mattress certainly changed the mood of the room. What do you make of this bedroom anomaly? Drop your theories in the comments and let us know if you think those twins were really alone.
Paola, the bear just moved.
What?
Urban explorers visiting the ruins of an old brick estate in the UK stumbled upon something they didn't expect. The building has been abandoned for decades, its windows boarded up and its history forgotten by most. The exterior is decaying, with crumbling masonry and overgrown weeds, providing the perfect backdrop for a restless spirit to linger within the hollowed-out remains of this once grand home. As the camera pans across the facade, look closely at the upper center window. A pale, humanoid shape appears to dart across the opening with unsettling speed. Some viewers believe this is a genuine manifestation of a restless spirit, citing the fluid yet rapid motion that matches no known animal. Others argue it could be a fellow explorer caught in frame. However, skeptics point out the lack of depth in the figure and suggest it might be a physical prop moved by someone inside to create a viral moment. The way it vanishes into the darkness of the room leaves us wondering if the explorers were truly alone. What do you make of this fleeting figure? Drop your theories in the comments below. A woman cleaning her house alone began to feel a strange presence that she couldn't explain. She decided to record herself to document the odd noises she was hearing, specifically a door slamming in another room. The house is quiet, and she is visibly shaken, whispering to the camera so she doesn't disturb whatever might be sharing the space with her and her dog, Louie.
Right, I'm kind of freaking out a little bit. I am cleaning. Ignore this, my Band-Aid wouldn't stay on, so I taped it, but
in the middle of cleaning, I hear like a door shut, and I'm whispering because I'm kind of weirded out. Louie's in the living room by himself, but I hear this door slam, and then I swear I thought I heard like me say like hello or hey or something. So I'm trying to wait and see if it does it again, because I'm a nervous laugher, so. Did you hear that? My heart is blowing through my chest. Oh my God.
The anomaly here is the chillingly clear hello that sounds exactly like the uploader. Many believe this is a mimic, a type of entity that copies the voices of those in the home to lure them into a false sense of security. Skeptics point out that in the age of smart speakers and digital playback, a hidden device or a neighbor's voice through a thin wall could be the culprit. They also note that she is a nervous laugher, which can sometimes be used to mask a staged event. Do you think a mimic is stalking her home, or is there a logical explanation for that voice? Let us know. Our final piece of evidence today comes from a man who had been hearing strange noises in his kitchen for nights. He finally decided to confront the silence with a camera, hoping to catch a burglar or perhaps a pest. Instead, he found a kitchen that seemed to react to his very presence. The apartment is sparsely furnished and quiet, creating a tense atmosphere as he walks through the dark hallway toward the source of the sound.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm hearing noise in there in the kitchen. Sound like I heard cabinet or something. I don't know what it is. Opening up or something. If there's a spirit here, let me know. Oh, shit!
The climax of this footage is undeniably jarring. As the man asks for a sign, several items including a soda can and some papers are violently swept off the counter as if pulled by an invisible force. Some viewers believe this is a genuine poltergeist manifestation because of the velocity and direction of the objects. Others argue it could be a simple practical effect using thin fishing line attached to the items. Skeptics also point out the camera's sudden jerk away from the action, which is a common tactic to hide the strings of a setup. Despite these theories, the raw reaction of the uploader feels incredibly authentic. What do you think? Was this a clever hoax or a true encounter with the unknown? Drop your theories in the comments below.
Oh, shit!
That brings tonight's investigation to a close. From the haunted halls of Brazil to the mimics hiding in our own homes, the world remains full of shadows we can't quite explain. Whether these are clever digital manipulations or genuine proof of a world beyond our own, they remind us to keep our eyes open when the lights go down. Thank you for joining me on Pale Playback. Keep your eyes open, stay skeptical, and I'll see you in the next investigation. Don't forget to leave your theories in the comments.